might be a weird angle to be doing things. I always have these like really profound conversations with myself in the vehicle. Sometimes I say it out loud, sometimes I don't. I had one just before I stopped to get gas. I'm like, crap, I really should have had like something like recording this. I kept thinking like, just turn on the record button. And it's like, oh, you can't really be playing with your phone while you're driving because it's illegal. It's frowned upon. So I was like, well, if I just, before starting to drive, if I just hit the record button and then start driving and then just kind of like, it's hands-free, like you use your hands. So I'm just like, sure, it's fine. I'm overthinking this hardcore. Just taking like kind of the scenic route because I haven't taken this way in a little while. And I thought, let's see what kind of things this stems up in my brain. Excited. In Roseneath, in the fairgrounds, they have a merry-go-round, like an official merry-go-round. And I've had this music video idea since I made this song almost 4 years ago now. I think I wrote it in 2019. And it's called Heartbreak Glory? Yeah, I think it's that one. And there's like 3 parts to it. And one of them involves a merry-go-round. And there's one right there. And I actually contacted the Roseneath Agricultural Society to see if it was at all possible to use that for a music video. I got talking to them. They were just like, yeah, if you have an idea you want to use, for sure. But it's kind of all enclosed. And yeah, I have ideas. I have not let it go of them for over 3 years now. Every time I hear that song, I picture the exact same things constantly. So that might be something that like I invest into this year. Maybe actually like do up instead of a homemade music video. Are they all kind of like homemade? It's just the technological advances that you use if you're good with that kind of stuff. The rolling hills of Northumberland. It's really pretty. It was Abraham Hicks' conversation about contrast and how like it's within the contrast that we do our creating. So all of these coined negative experiences and stuff like that we have are what make us change, or what make our reality better in a sense, because without knowing what you don't want, you don't really know what you do want. And if you don't really know what you do want, then you can look at what you don't want, because then you'll know what you do want. Once you figure out what you do want, well, you just focus on the feeling of that, and then it has no choice other than to manifest into your physical existence. Like it's not rocket appliances. It's not. So I've been having this really fun game with the universe. I'm not gonna go into detail as to what it all entails, but it's been really interesting to see how that kind of develops and grows, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's been a lot of fun. As long as it keeps being fun, I'll continue to be curious about it and invest in it and do that kind of stuff. But like that's the trick. Like you can't worry about how other people feel about it. You have to be more concerned about how you feel about these things, because you can look around and whatever everybody else is saying, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good, but this doesn't feel good to you. Like you have to honor yourself in that respect and be like, okay, this isn't for me. And you know what? That's a great thing about this world and the amount of people that are in it, is it has created diversity, and it has created like these like unique opportunities for people to be individual and do the things that are meant for you, because there's a surmount of things that people can do and choose between, and there are so many different options, and like why not? Like possibilities are endless. The only limits that we have are what we place on ourselves. Like the sky isn't even the limit. Like nothing is a limit other than what you choose to limit yourself from. You move on to things that are better for you. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to really grasp, understand, and expand on, because it just seems right to do. And it might not always make sense to other people when you start choosing to care about how you feel and focus on the things that make you feel good. Like, because when you start doing stuff like that, a lot of the times you'll notice people will start to fall away, or stuff, or, you know, environment will change. Like all of these different parameters. English is hard. It is not my first language. It is my second language, and I'm not learning it very well. If anything, it's getting worse. In order to get to where you need to be, a lot of the times you have to let go of stuff. You have to make space for things so that you're able to bring in something new. Like if you have this big, you could, like, it doesn't matter if it's big, small, whatever, you could have a boat of a house, or you could have a box of a house. Like, it doesn't matter. You have this house, and if you fill it to the brim with stuff, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, really love this new couch. Oh, this couch feels so good, but you have nowhere to put this couch. Like, you got to get rid of some stuff in order to bring the couch into the house. If you want something new, if you want something, you have to release the old stuff or something of the past stuff in order to make room for the new stuff. It's just a lot of sifting and sorting and figuring out like what's right to you. My problem in this respect, because I'm a little bit of a hoarder, I like my stuff. I have very sentimental attachments to things, and I don't know where exactly that stems from. It's been very challenging trying to organize my life, put it in a nutshell, because I get like reminiscing on the things when I start looking at them, and then I get like the whole, well, I might use this one day, or like this might be important, like maybe somebody will need this and then I won't have it, and like, oh shoot, sorry, like I used to have that but I don't have it anymore. All of those kind of things factor into why my house is still the way it is. But I've been doing things, I've been doing the stuff, I've been doing the cleaning. It's a process, and the great thing about things that take a little bit longer is that you're able to build a foundation worth building upon, and something that will be sustainable later on too. It's not going to be something that is just like you build it so quickly. Like it's like the Three Little Pigs, right? The one builds their house of straw like really quickly. Like they see the wolf coming, and he just grabs the first thing he finds, builds it out of straw, and then, you know, the wolf blows it down. Next one uses sticks, which is a little bit better, but like it's still not, like he still didn't put like all the time into it. Whereas the other one with the bricks, like he put a lot of time into it, and wolf couldn't blow it down. Like if you take the time to, like, in this self-discovery, in this self-improvement, if you take the time for yourself and you build that brick house, no one will be able to knock you down from it. You will be so steadfast in your own making that it won't matter what anybody else says to you. You'll know who you are and what you're about, and you'll be able to shine and do things that you want to do freely. And that's really exciting to me. So with that all being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, week, month, whenever I see you or you see me again. And until then, be happy, guys. Bye. Continue driving.